Okay. Killing it. Goodbye. And gonna be watching some independent movies. I'm trying out a compressor tonight. I don't know if it's what kind of effect it's gonna have. I recorded a little bit of me doing this and it sounded all right. A little bassier than what I'd like, but I don't have access to all my VST plugins, so you get what you get. Anywho, I'm going to start with a movie called Dead on Arrival. There's quite a few listed. I think I've got, 6, 7 movies? Hello, Red Feather. But they're short. Like this one is 14 minutes and 51 seconds. I have not watched any of these. So I'll be seeing them for the first time, as some of you will too. Let's get started. I said, let's get started.
I know you're probably busy, but I just thought I'd call to tell you. God, you sexy man. I got the promotion.
Jeez, that's a lot going on.
I love you. I'll see you later. Bye.
I always talk about how I don't like opening credits. They're just like, this isn't opening credits, this is just the opening, but man, talk about your fast-paced, frantic editing. But it's opening pretty well. I mean, it's establishing the point. Interesting opening credits. Interesting opening all around. I mean, can't fault that.
Take what you want, just please don't hurt me. Good morning.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yes. How rude of me not to introduce myself.
It's a comedy, a horror comedy. I didn't even read that. Grim Reaper.
I'm calling the police.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not so hasty, Joseph Oliver Perkins. Help! Somebody help me!
You know my
name? Well, I guess I know everything as an omnipresent sat-nav of the dead.
Sometimes I think bad dialogue translates better when it's British.
Miss Perkins, I'll keep this
like it's elevated above. Like if this were an American cast doing
That's
it,
no longer the case.
It'd be a lot more cheesy. So yeah, some good. Ooh, that key's bad. Real bad. Real bad.
Fuck off! You're only delaying the inevitable.
See, the quality. The key, man. I don't know if I like the cutting of the music to each cut. He has so much time to move. Is there any way to turn it up? It's a bit low in comparison to you. Okay. I will turn it up.
Let me speak to whoever's in charge.
You're looking at him. You see, I don't take no...
Is that better?
Hi, sir.
Hope you've had a marvellous week out on the field.
Yes, sir.
Say thank you for the opportunity that I've provided you.
Thank you, sir.
Just popping in.
The key, what does that mean? chroma key.
Feel free to send some more.
The guy driving the car wasn't really driving.
Right away.
He had a green screen behind the window, and
To seriously get back to
he was
work.
pretending to drive. But the chroma key was so bad, terribly bad.
Just a bit of workplace back.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing.
I'm missing a lot. It seems good overall.
Can I get you anything? Tea? Coffee?
Ooh. My life back, perhaps?
We also have hot chocolate.
So you can just kill me. And I don't even get a say in the matter.
I did not kill you.
You chased me into the road.
You ran from me, then got bonneted. As was predetermined. Birth, life, death. By Volkswagen.
I refuse.
You can't refuse. If everyone refused, then what? Oh yes, drastic overpopulation. Then you have to think about the famine, the war, then mass extinction.
Fight the power!
What? What power? Look, I'm trying to help you.
Help. Help? Oh, help. I'm the Grim Reaper. I'm a really nice guy. Why the desperation?
I work on commission.
God.
But that's not the point. Unsatisfied ain't in my vocabulary. But you know what is? Through that door lies forever. Infinite existence in your perfect moment. You being none the wiser to your own mortality. Perfect.
This is a really good little low-budget movie.
Now, name a memory. Anyone, hit me.
I can't.
Of course you can.
I suck. Was a complete fucking loser.
Don't say that. I mean, you had a girlfriend and had a relatively well-paying office job.
Such mediocrity. Guess I'll just go fuck off and die then.
Yeah, pity that. If I could just get that in writing. So if I just take that one there and just perfect.
See, it's good wit, good humor. I wouldn't say horror.
I just feel for you.
It's more dark comedy.
What?
I don't even know if I'd say
Can't be
dark.
easy.
It's just comedy, but it's still
Being a
good.
Slaughterer to the piglet that is I.
I am no slaughterer.
Yeah. Well, the big fuck off scythe says otherwise.
It's decorative.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
Joseph. Buddy. Come on, don't give me that.
I'm rolling the window up on you.
What? Joseph.
Rolling window up on you.
Joseph, I'm...
Yeah, it's very British. I agree.
So come on now, Joseph. Come on, you and me, we're friends, right?
Yeah. I'm just a figure for your quota. A statistic.
No, you're more than that.
Just rushing me out the door, no regard for my feelings.
I care about your feelings. I really do. Like, honestly, loads. Technically, you're not dead yet. The accident didn't kill you on impact. You're in a coma.
A second chance. I get to see Maya and my family. A second chance.
Yeah, well, I was taking my neck out for you, but your determination is admirable. Shame about the complete catatonic paralysis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh! Right, I forgot that bit. The accident was not without its full body paralysing flaws.
You're saying I'm a vegetable?
Well, that's ableist. Yes.
See? This is an example of a good movie. I'm watching it. There's nothing to say. It's just pretty good.
Wiping your bum every day might bring you closer.
She'll have to care for me for the rest of her life.
I mean, look at it. It's so
I
simple.
know.
It's
I
crazy.
never possessed a bum. Or an anus for that matter.
All because I refuse to die.
I wish I had an anus.
Do you think she'd rather I died?
Christ. That's a loaded question.
I think I know the answer.
See, and normally I would be talking about how, oh, you making a shift to black and white would be a terrible choice. But representing the infinite afterlife, I think it's stylistic.
Joe? Joe?
I suck. Was a complete fucking loser.
And that door lies forever. Infinite existence in your perfect moment. You being none the wiser to your own mortality lies forever.
I know you're probably busy, but
In that door
I
lies
just
forever.
thought I'd call to tell you. I got the promotion.
Infinite existence in your
Just
perfect
couldn't have done it without you.
moment.
Okay. I love you. See you later. Bye.
Okay, we're holding a little too long. A little too long. I guess that's true.
Joe?
See? I mean, it's a 15-minute movie, right? It's a 15-minute movie that makes you feel for the characters. It's like a fucking unicorn, this. Most of the time, I mean, this is what I always say, like, it's so important to establish a connection with your characters, like, right up front, to draw your audience in and actually get them to care. I mean, he did it so effectively. And so, the performances were really good. But it was believable in the sense of what the story is trying to convey. It's very believable. I mean, it sucks you in. It kind of makes you realize, like, hey, I'm actually into this. I'm not. There's nothing so out of the just crazy out of the blue or tonal shifts or this and that. It's something that would distract you from the point that, like, of what's being conveyed. And by the end, which is a quick ending, you already feel for the character. You're like, oh, it's like that's a tough choice. So I guess the end scene was prior to the coma. No, I think the end scene is his eternity. I think that's the idea of it. It's he let go, and he was afraid to let go, but once he did, he realized his eternity was with her. You know, because like he said, he was mediocre, didn't have a lot going on in his life, blah, blah, blah. So really all he had was her. So his eternity would naturally be, you know, spending his life with her. At least that's my take on it. I may be completely wrong, but that's the way it conveyed. That's what it conveyed to me. The terms were already laid out by the Grim Reaper. If he wasn't technically dead, he could stay alive, but he would be a vegetable. So it's not like they were going to change that. That was the terms of his living. So he opted to just go. I think that was the whole dialogue he had toward the end, you know, with the Grim Reaper, you know, basically saying, you know, she would want to, you know, he doesn't want her to spend the rest of her life taking care of him or caring about him. He's never going to be able to be with her again. So he's just letting go, basically. But it was all done in such a very interesting way. It wasn't overly melancholy. It wasn't overly slapsticky or humor. I mean, the humor was played very subtly, and I guess that's where the British sensibility comes into play. Like, I think British people have their sense of humor is just vastly different than America's, and they get it. You know, they understand that you don't beat people over the head with here's the jokes and here's the I mean, they, not all of them. I'm trying not to say that across the board. In this case, this Joshua McKee, he did a great job at, and when you really step back and think about what it was, I mean, an apartment, a car, say an outside apartment, running down one street, and then an office. I mean, you're talking about limited sets or limited locations, limited sets, limited actors, yet it conveyed so much and it did it so well. That's all you need. You don't need, and I could go on. Hello, Dan. You missed a good short if you weren't here for it. This Dead on Arrival was pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, there are obviously technical aspects, like somebody would, oh, well, you know, it could have used better lighting. It could, but I'm always a fan of like non-traditional lighting in a sense when you're making something, because too often people get caught up in 3-point lighting scenarios and blocking everything out, and just like they're more concerned with, it's like I always say, like, movies get in the way of themselves when they're being directed by the cinematographer, because the cinematographer wants a certain thing, and I think that always wins out when the cinematographer is directing. They want a good visual representation on screen. So they will write a movie that basically centers around that. All these blocked shots that are close to medium, where they can really, you know, control the lighting and make it look very, as I put it, commercial. Whereas I prefer in cases of people who just try to use practical lighting and ambient lighting, natural lighting to their advantage as much as they can, but not stress out or push to extremes this need for, you know, lockdown, controlled everything. Because I feel like especially it limits your ability to push in and out of the scene. Like if you start out, you got to make your wides look the same as your close-ups, and oftentimes with these directors, they'll have to like light a certain way for the wide, and then when they push in, their lighting isn't great. You know, the blocking of the shot doesn't allow for, you know, the camera to move freely through the scene and pick up close-ups, mediums, and wides. You kind of have to select what you have because you're limited by equipment that you have. So they'll have to set up their lighting and their negs and their soft boxes. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's driving me nuts. They have to do all of that for each individual shot and try to get it to look the same, you know, from shot to shot to shot. It takes a lot longer. The results are nice, but I think in low budget cinema land, it's more important to tell an effective story than it is. I guess the best way to put it is, good looking visuals only go so far, and they don't sell your movie. I mean, from a standpoint of viewership, like from my standpoint, sure, I love seeing, you know, great shot films and indie films and things that are shot really great and framed really great, blocked really great, lit really great. But that's only half the equation. If the audio's terrible, the acting's terrible, and the story's terrible, then it's just a bunch of wasted opportunity because you spent all your time focused on the visuals and said fuck all to everything else. Are your dogs being gang stalked by mail carriers too? No, it's too late for mail carriers. They're just being... One dog barks at everything. He barks at everything. But yeah, I really liked it. Thumbs up. I'm gonna like this dude's movie. I may leave him a comment. I'm not going to leave him a comment in Social Rec. I'll go back to it and leave him a comment on my other channel. So there was that. Dead on Arrival. I would give it 5 stars out of 50 now. I'm not going to give a rating system. I just really liked it. It was really good. So moving on to The Loneliness of the Night Hunter. Oh, I think I called this The Loneliness of the Night in the bio. Loneliness of the Night Hunter. Short vampire film shot on iPhone 12. So this ought to be interesting. This is a little longer. This is 22 minutes, but we'll see. My dad has 4 poodles and one barks at everything. Then the others follow suit. Yeah, luckily my other Aussie doesn't bark. I mean, she only barks when somebody comes up to the house. But my other Aussie will literally just bark at anything. Here's something, bark. See something, bark. Animal, person, doesn't matter. It could be just somebody on their property, like 3 houses down, just walking, and he'll see it and go crazy. He's a dummy. I love him though. All right, here we go. The Loneliness of the Night Hunter. I may have to adjust the volume based on how loud it is. If there's one thing I can say, I see this a lot. I see these nature establishing shots, opening short films and low budget indie films. I think it's just because it's easy to do, but I'm growing to hate them. I really am. I don't think it doesn't contribute to anything. It's just shot of some trees, shot of some woods, shot of a lake, shot of something. Like, I like things to have purpose. Like every frame in a movie, I feel like needs to have a purpose. Otherwise, why put it in? And boy, we held on that for a long time. Well, yeah, it's pretty, but I also don't like this. It must be a foreign movie because the English subtitles are built in to, I don't have subtitles turned on. That's actually in the print. So we'll see. I noticed some non-American names, so. It's funny because you see these credits or these things being said, but you can't hear it because the audio's so goddamn low. Maybe that's the only appearance we'll see of it. Who knows? Boy, this is dark. See, this is what I mean. We're lingering too long on one particular shot. We don't know who this person is. We haven't established anything. I mean, even for a 20-minute movie, it's like,
Alo?
you kind of have to get to it.
Neden telefonlarını hiç açmıyorsun? Hadi açmıyorsun. Niye bir mesaj bari göndermiyorsun? O telefonları kullanmayacaksan ona sahip olman ne?
It's foreign.
Biliyorum, haklısın. Neyse, akşama
Yeah.
tekenler yemeğe geliyor. Sen de geliyorsun. Herkes seni çok özledi. Geleceksin değil mi? Hayır, gelemem. Ne demek gelemem? Zaten kaç haftalardır görmüyoruz seni. Gelemem. Ya bugünlerde sana ne oluyor böyle? Gelmiyorsun, etmiyorsun,
Boy, this.
Yalan mı kullanıyorsun sen? Bana doğruyu söyle. Alo. Kapatmam gerekiyor. Ne demek kapatmam gerekiyor? Kendine iyi bak. Bak sakın kapatayım deme.
İnşallah polis katili bulur. Son kurbanın kimliği henüz açıklanmadı. Ancak ilk raporlar okul yaşlarında başka bir erkek olduğunu gösteriyor.
Ne oldu my boy?
Hiçbir tanık ortaya çıkmadı. Ancak
Sad girl on couch, petting her cat in the worst, like, contrast down dark room effect I think I've seen. Refrigerator without lights, huh? Man, this is dark. It's just real dark. We're shooting the shoot leather here, people. What the fuck? See, the thing is, like, okay, they kind of established that, but they're trying to, I mean, it's way too melancholy. It's like you see the bottle, then she leaves, then she comes back and drinks the bottle. It's like, I mean, it's not as though if it were a 2-hour movie, this pacing would make it, you know, easier, but when you only got a 20-minute movie, fucking seconds count. And we still know nothing about this little girl. Nothing at all, except for she's just a sad girl. Seems like the electric is out, maybe. Could be. I'm sensing trauma. Victim of trauma. She's all alone with just her cat, and there's a murder afoot. Well, there is a murder, but why is she so sad? Why do we care? We don't. At this point, we don't. I don't know why she's putting a... Oh, it's a scarf. Was she a gypsy?
Matthee, my boy. Aferin.
She's a vampire. Oh, she's the killer. Ah, see? Now, I was like, why? I get it like 1 second before. I get it 1 second before the reveal. I was like, why is she putting shit over her head? Why is she putting... It's like, it's a vampire movie. It says it right in the title. Talk about vampire murderers. She's in a completely dark house. So you know what that means? The whole fucking thing's going to take place on this couch and in this apartment. 22 minutes in an apartment. Whew. That's rough. That's real rough. We're outside. Oh yeah, I forgot. There is such a thing as night. Wow, these establishing shots. I mean, oh. Day for night. In a movie that's already dark as fuck, you're gonna go day for night on that shit? Holy fuck. I always wondered why vampires can light candles, but they can't be around the sun, or can't get sunlight. It's the same thing. I mean, the light coming from a candle is the same as the light coming from the sun. Well, hopefully she kills faster than she fucking lives. Something tells me she doesn't. This one can't even have light bulbs. Well, there's one light bulb. She's got a pretty big place for being Eastern European. Don't most Eastern Europeans live in, like, fucking closets? Or maybe that's just the poor Eastern Europeans. Why is she dressing this way? Is she going to a goth rave? She was wearing normal clothes before, and now she's dressing like a gypsy. Vampires are always rich somehow. Well, they are eternal. You know, after a couple hundred years, even if they did put, like, you know, $5 in a bank account, they'd be swimming in it 300 years later. It's raining now. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm sorry, I got to, you know, when I'm checking the time, it's not a good sign. We are halfway through this, and she has done nothing. This, why? I guess it is called the loneliness of the Night Hunter. So she dresses like a gypsy to go out on the streets. Well, I guess it is lonely in Latvia at night, or wherever the hell this is. Well, this is one of those cases where the beginning kind of sets you up for what the rest of the movie is. One long, static opening shot of trees during the day. got a lot of static, long shots of this girl doing things. This is what they call a walking simulator. There's no story here. This is a camera test. This is a camera test with this is a camera test with music. That's all this is. She's testing out the low light capabilities of her iPhone 12. I have made dozens of movies like this. I'm not going to upload it. I'm not going to upload it to YouTube and call it a movie. I just call it what it is, a camera test. But yeah, I have uploaded my shit to YouTube. I mean, come on. She's not going to kill a fucking person at all, is she? I swear to God, if she just goes home and goes to sleep, I'm giving thumbs down. That'll be my review rating or whatever. Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I'm like Siskel and Ebert. Whoa! Was that supposed to be a vampire-y thing where instead of her climbing down, she just shoots down? You know, you never think about vampires hiding in the bushes. Vampires are supposed to be kind of elegant and supernatural, aren't they? They don't really lurk in the bushes. And the only other person in Latvia tonight is this drunk.
Yardım edebilir misiniz? Buradayım.
Accept your fate. He did wave at the camera, though. Wave goodbye. That's the one thing I always love about low-budget movies is they always tend to... victims always give up. As soon as they're grabbed, they're just like... They may wave and flail a little bit, but they don't really struggle with the same strength you would if you were fighting for your life. That would be an interesting scene. What the fuck? You know how long that's gonna take? Also, I thought they had to drink live blood. They couldn't, like, bottle it up. The blood will die. I mean, it will coagulate and fucking... That's so goofy. The cleaning, she's cleaning herself. Okay. Yeah, that was the bottle from the fridge. But a refrigerator ain't gonna hold that, keep that shit. I mean, if anything, it's gonna cause the red and white blood cells to the plasma and the red blood cells to separate. You gotta put that shit on ice. Oh God, is she gonna? No, please God, don't do all those shots in reverse. Don't have her walk back the whole fucking way. No! God damn it! Don't do this. Don't fucking do this. Please don't do this. Come on. I was patient as hell before, but now you're gonna act. You're literally gonna have her walk home the whole fucking way. Ugh. Don't do it. The next shot better not be that fucking the shot that preceded. Ugh, fuck. Doomed. Doomed. This is how you pad your movie out. Ugh. This whole thing could have been done in 5 minutes. The only reason it's 20 minutes is because she had to film herself walking from her apartment to where she's going to get somebody, and now walking all the way back. Oh my God. That's a different scene, I think. But this is so inconsequential. The end. They should have been that after the kill. Oh my God, come on! There's nothing artistic about reversing every fucking shot. Why are you doing this to me? Oh, you better put that in the refrigerator, lady. Oh God, she's not going to change back into her fucking night clothes, is she? She's lonely, yes. She gets a taste of blood and her fangs won't go away. See? No reflection, get it? Begs the question, why has she got a mirror? She's got a mirror just for that shot. Why does she keep looking in the mirror? Man, that wall behind me is so cool. Yep. We see the teeth. We see the teeth. We've seen the teeth. We see the teeth. We get the teeth. Teeth, teeth, teeth. She's got like ogre teeth. That's not even vampire teeth. That's a good question. How did she know if she did her hair right? She needs to take those fake teeth out.
Customize
oh, God.
and save with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save.
Stop. That's... Oh. I was going to say, that's the way it ends?
Alo, siz kimsiniz? Kızım nerede?
Why did you answer your phone? Why'd you answer your call from your mom as a vampire? See, that's actually a clever thing right there. If she would have done that from the beginning, then I'd be like, oh, how imaginative is that? We get it. You got fucking vampire teeth. Ogre teeth, really. But if instead of having like a mirror, she would have taken her phone into the bathroom with her while she's getting ready and just keep looking at herself in this like selfie camera, that would have been imaginative. I would have liked that. But no, she does it at the end. I guess when you're a vampire, you appear in cameras and photographs and things, but I've never understood the reflection thing. That's all spooky hokum nonsense, but I mean, which is funny if you think about it. If somebody took a photo or tried to take a photo of a vampire, they technically wouldn't see the vampire that they were photographing. They just have to trust the fact that they got the shot, or they wouldn't know until after they developed the film. Because cameras have a mirror in them for the viewfinder, so you can see the shot. But since, never mind. Yeah, that was not good. That was way too long. Establishing shots are the entire movie. I still think it's more or less just a camera test that says is a movie. But the end was just what broke me. Like the walk back to the apartment. The whole realization that she has a mirror in her bathroom, which a vampire would have no fucking reason to have a mirror. The blood in the bottle. I mean, why? None of this is ever acknowledged or explained. I mean, it was almost a silent film, but, I guess for a foreign movie, that's probably for the best. I didn't want to have to spend all my time reading the bottom of the screen. I thought in most vampire shows you can't see vampires in pictures. Makes no sense. At least you didn't have to remember many lines. True. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of vampire stuff. I always assumed that they did show up in photos. I mean, the problem with talking about vampires in general, when you apply science to it, everything's going to start to break down. Because you can't justify the reflection thing and how they don't appear in reflections. It just doesn't make any sense. And that begs the question, like, is it only they can't see themselves, or people can't see them in a mirror? That's another one of those things that I've never understood. Like, is it just the vampires? Like, and I know it's just one of those aspects, like, wouldn't it be cool? That's one of the things I hate about a lot of movies, when they develop a killer, or develop something where they're like, and the whole premise of it is, wouldn't it be cool? And they don't try to, like, really think about it and apply any logic to it. They go off that premise and they run with it. And then you end up with, when it becomes so popular, like vampirism and vampires is, you have decade upon decade, centuries even, of people asking the question, well, what is it about mirrors? Like, and then they try to figure it out. I don't know. Nobody ever thought to ask that. They're supernatural beings. True. I don't know. You can't apply science to the supernatural. It does, unless it's a joke, like Ghostbusters. I mean, everything else is just, you got to dispense with logic and reality. I would say I got to give it a thumbs down. I'm sorry. It could have been so much more compelling. If only a little less time walking and a little bit more time writing. Or, I mean, even if you don't want to say anything, there's so many ways it could be conveyed visually. You just have to think about your shots and how you're going to compose them. Not just blast forward with, I know what I'll do. I'll have people watch me walk. That'll convey my sadness and isolation. Like, yeah, I guess. But who wants to do that? You may not be able to see them in mirrors, but what about their clothes? See, stop asking questions. You're breaking down the vampire thing of reflections. I don't know. It's one of those things that just doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's move on from this movie to Grandpa's House, which is 12 minutes long. It is a horror short film, they say. We shall see. This must be Grandpa. It looks like the Gordon's fisherman. See, right off the bat, you hit people with spooky music. We don't know why you should be. Oh, dude. Go up a couple sizes on this shirt, bro.
Hey, Gary. Thanks for helping out.
Of course,
hello,
dude.
Anne Frankenberry.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I feel like that dude's like modeling one of those online shirts. Like, don't wear this shirt, this baggy shirt that's ill-fitting. Get this shirt.
Yeah. Do you want me to start out with that one or
people used to think mirrors captured the soul. They
already
used to
opened this
cover
one up.
mirrors when there were dead bodies in the room so the soul wouldn't get trapped in them. Well, yeah.
You can start out here. As you can see,
We are talking about a centuries-old mythology that stems from when people are really dumb.
I mean, if you see something cool, you can set it aside. There might be some money in it.
Sure.
Dude, that shirt is so fucking distracting.
If you need anything, I'll be inside.
I mean, of all the shirts this guy could have wore, why that? You know, sometimes I think people in movies hear the soundtrack because when they find things,
check this out.
well, now the guy's coming around, but it's like people find things and then all of a sudden they start fucking acting like weird. Like, what is this? Like, dude, it's a film canister. You don't have to be spooked by it. What is he? I mean, you don't get that effect by looking at the film. Okay. Why? See, he hears the music. Because all you're seeing is a guy with a shovel. Who gives a shit?
Huh.
All right, finished already?
Yeah. Yeah. John? What did your grandpa do?
I think he was into weeds.
Weed?
Weeds.
Like the show?
Like gardening, horticulture. Honestly,
That was
I
lame.
haven't seen him in a while. It's kind of weird that he gave me all this stuff. Oh, sweet. Look at these vintage babies. I bet the record player still works.
Oh, really? The modern record player still works? Well, by modern, I mean, you get it. I'm an old man. Ah, yes. The soothing sounds of royalty-free music.
Is it skipping?
No. Must be busted.
I don't like this.
All right. Why don't
when
you
people are so dumb in a movie, like, must be busted.
You don't want to keep any of these?
Like, really?
Yeah, let someone else read Tom and Huck. Besides, I need some room for my game collection.
I don't know why Moobs here is so spooked. Is this how all Gen Z people are? They're just... anything old frightens them. Oh my god, it's a book! What, sunflower seeds? Who gives a shit?
Oh, fuck! Everything okay in here?
Bugs! There are bugs in the book!
Huh? They're seeds. Remember gardening?
Why would he put those in a book?
I don't know. I mean, they must have been pretty special. Hey, maybe we should plant one.
And we'll get a
don't do that.
sunflower
No,
next
don't.
year.
Okay, well, let me grab a...
Holy shit. What's with the fucking the Roman numeral... I just...
John, don't you think this is a little strange?
What do you mean?
There are saws in the bedroom.
Classic Grandpa.
Look, all I'm saying... What is that?
What?
That?
It's flypaper. See? No bugs?
What the fuck is this?
What are those?
Look, Grandpa had a sense of humor, okay?
What did your parents think about all of this?
You know, they never really came in with me.
They never came inside this house?
When I was a kid, it was always just me and Grandpa. Unless I brought a friend. I guess we should play it, right?
Fine. Sure. Watch the tape. I don't care.
I don't either. Grandpa's fucking art film.
Looks like he just wanted to film the driveway.
John, isn't that your car?
But I never used to park there.
Oh my god, it's right now. That makes a lot of fucking sense. Oh, we're doing a David Lynch thing now.
Gary?
Gary?
Gary?
Gary?
There. Problem solved. again for helping me with the place.
Yeah. Looks great. Now when you're done with it.
Couldn't have done it without you.
I'm gonna go hit the head.
Go for it.
I like the one thing that is interesting about this, that they're trying to like pass off this fucking California home as some spooky old grandpa's house sort of deal. Like, I think he's given up on the movie as well. What the? This is stupid. Complete nonsense. Just not great. It's not great. I mean, it's not even good. Horror short film, yeah. The horror was non-existent. I mean, holy fuck. I don't like movies that are just basically like, it's weird. Look at like I said, when characters, I say, hear the soundtrack, it's like they're behaving so inappropriately in the situation they're in, and it's the only reason they're behaving that way is because script tells them to behave that way. It's so antithetical to what you're trying to build. Like, people, I think it's more effective, a more effective way to build terror, at least in the mind of the audience, is to not have your character in your movie telegraph it. You know, don't say, oh, character's scared, so now you have to be scared. It should be, you're watching the movie as an audience member and you are picking up on something that the character isn't, in the movie isn't. And you're now getting scared because something's going to happen. You know something's going to happen, but the person in the movie is completely oblivious to it. And it heightens the tension. If they're all worried for no reason and you're like, what the fuck are they worried about? Now it makes your audience confused. And that's not terror. That's not horror. That's just, why are they scared? And then the questions start to build. And then if you're anything like me, then you just stop enjoying what you're watching and it just becomes like, okay, fuck it. Grandpa's House, do better. Sorry, but that's just, I mean, come on. It's also kind of all over the place, like with the comedy aspects, the tension, the seriousness. Like, what are we doing? Is this a dark comedy? Is it a horror movie? Is it? I don't know. It was an idea. It was an idea that they put on YouTube. So, oh, this is particularly short. 5 minutes. Holy shit! This is Stalked, a student project alien film. This should be interesting. Hopefully it's better. A student project film. Awesome. Drone shots. Shooting 60 frames per second. Not anymore. But So we're just getting right into it, okay. Oh, it's... I was starting to wonder, because I'd never seen a switch like that. Oh. Ugh. You can select different frame rates. Don't pair up 60 frames per second with 24 frames per second. Actually, I think this is 25. I don't even think it's actual 24. Yeah, it's got that wacky ass convert, which it shouldn't have for YouTube, but it's almost like it's 25 converted to 30. Kind of like old Doctor Who episodes and, like, you know, British shows from the 80s and 90s. Filmed in PAL, yeah. I mean, I don't think there is such a thing as PAL anymore. I mean, obviously there is broadcast-wise, but shooting with like digital cinema cameras and things like that, I think they just shoot like frames. They don't have to deal with NTSC and PAL anymore. Nice Moyer. Moray, sorry. Moyer, Jesus. It was well worth it just for that reaction shot. Hello, DCG. Ow. One of the things that always bothers me about movies, especially indie movies, is how day turns to night so quickly inside a house. Like, because we've already established this is going on in the daytime. Or is it? Did the alien make it nighttime all of a sudden? Okay, alright. That was... I mean, I gotta back it up. I mean, it's clearly day. Clearly day. You saw the day. I'm freezing on that. Heavy tint on those windows. But that's what I mean, like, this happens a lot in these style of movies where it's daylight, but then inside the house it's moody and dark. The way a house during the day would not be. Because even if the house has, like, you know, a window per room, there's going to be enough daylight pouring in to illuminate pretty much the entire room. But that's done for effect. But I was like, why not just shoot it at night? Think about this. Like, this whole thing would have been more spooky if it took place at night. But you know why it doesn't take place at night? Because then you can't get the outdoor shots properly with cheapo equipment. You actually have to light some shit. That does seem to escape some directors, the day-night thing. Yeah. They want it to look a certain way. He wanted to get certain looks and effects and things indoors. But he also knew that drone wasn't going to pick up anything at night. His exterior shots, he didn't have enough light to, get any decent shots around his garage. And in the cornfield, forget it. He would have had to have shot day for night, and he probably doesn't, maybe he tried. Maybe that was his overall idea, was that he was going to shoot day for night. But shooting day for night is not easy. It's too easy to just shoot it, because you hear the term day for night and you think, oh, we just shoot during the day, and then you throw a filter on it, it's night. But it has to be shot a certain way, or it's just going to look like a filter over daytime footage. You really, really have to know how to shoot it, what angles to shoot, and it kind of limits your ability to get certain shots if you're not careful. So, and amateur filmmakers, they're not going to know in what way they need to shoot in order to obtain that good day for night transition. So that would be my guess, is that he wanted to shoot it day for night and make it all at night, but realized that after the fact in post, it wasn't looking correct. So he just opted to have it go from day to somewhat night, because at the end, I'm sorry, but what is this? That's outside, right? I'm not going crazy, right? That's supposed to be back there, supposed to be outside, right? He literally just went from fucking daytime to nighttime. Unless we're supposed to believe he sat under that, kitchen table for hours and hours. Well, I don't know how I should feel about this one. He tried. It's short. It's only 5 minutes. It's obviously a one-person thing. Sure. Let me go back to the beginning. It built suspense a little bit. The lights coming on, the doors opening, weird things are happening. Here's the dog yelping, goes out, finds the leash, or the collar, and then realizes he's not alone. So, as far as structure, sure, it was good. But then it doesn't resolve. I get too confused by the fucking day to night transition, or lack of transition, and all you get at the end is basically what? Alien kind of pokes his head out from behind him and credits. You kind of want a resolution, but at the same time, it's a student film and it's 5 minutes. Fuck it. It's all right. I'll give it a thumbs up, just because here's the only reason I'm giving this a thumbs up, because it's 5 minutes long. If this guy would have made this 15 minutes long, I would have thrown my monitor across the goddamn room. I don't need to watch another female vampire walking across Latvia to get her to kill and then come back. Fuck that. So Stalked, it's all right for student film. First time shooting something, fine, cool. Mistakes were made, learn from mistakes, carry on. Now, the next movie. Oh, I had to find out who the director was. This is, I don't know if you guys are familiar at all with low budget independent black cinema, but there is a whole world of it out there. And most of what I've watched is really not great. If you're familiar with the film studio Maverick Studios, that's like their bread and butter. a lot of it's not good, but it is it's there. I guess that's what you could say. It's there. But this is something now. I mean, this is black film, black made, and we're gonna watch it. It's called Uncle Billy, Episode 1, The Claw, the Cats, and the White Man. Uncle Billy, a high school maintenance worker, is viciously assaulted by a gang called the Black Disciples as he attempts to shield children and students at Belhar High School. The motive behind the attack remains a mystery, but Uncle Billy survives against all odds. Fueled by resilience and determination to live, he must track down those who try to end his life, transforming into a terror for criminals and a champion for the community. Yep, it's kind of fallen into that black cinema thing. Like, there's always a theme of like, because I always feel like it's paid for by churches, so there's always this weird theme of like do-gooder stopping crime in the community, or I don't know. It's just it always comes off of kind of hokey. But I always told my siblings and me to never get on board a wooden UFO. Well, yeah. It begs the question what a wooden UFO is. Be an unidentified floating object. That'd be like, no relation to this movie, but wouldn't a slave ship be that? Black. I don't think it's blaxploitation. It's like, it's kind of like, imagine Neil Breen if he was black, that kind of deal. Except for it's not. I mean, you get some vanity projects, but most of the movies like come across as like it's funded to help lift people up out of the community. Like, it's always got a positive community message and things like that. I don't know. It just, they're unique. At least I feel like they're unique. Now this, I've never heard of Touched by Style Community Arts Projects and Films. Wow, that's a long fucking title. But we're gonna delve right into this. It comes in 2 parts. We're gonna watch both parts because they're not particularly long. So let's dive right in. Uncle Billy. I think they're gonna get sued for that acronym though. Kind of feels like Uganda, film from Uganda, with those fucking sound effects. But we're starting off like pretty good, right into the action. I'm about to fucking barf with that camera move though. Why is this mom kicking that old man's ass? What's with all these women wanting to kick this old man's ass? Holy shit. Holy shit. Was she taking shots at him? What the fuck was that? Don't. Oh, is this British? These people are firing real guns. What the fuck is going on? They're literally firing guns. What the fuck is going on? I'm fully invested now because they're fucking shooting actual guns. Okay, so I have to say it now. This is not the kind of black movies I was talking about. This is obviously like... This is like another country. That's not at all what I was thinking. So this could be insanely interesting. I mean, it's already interesting as all hell. I mean, it's short on story, but... We can't hear you. I'm kind of uncomfortable with the fact that these people are shooting real guns around kids and at each other. This is fucking bizarre. I mean, the framing's good. The audio could be a fucking shit ton better. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, if I wouldn't have known what was going on if I didn't read the bio or that information. I mean, but Jesus, just to go right into the fucking action. That ain't much cover there, Billy. We can't hear you.
Talk to me. Let me go.
What? Oh, why'd you set your sword down? I don't understand why people who have an advantage give up their advantage in movies. I guess so you can have a kick-ass fucking fight scene. Which isn't too bad. I mean, it's pretty well choreographed. I mean, it's wide, it's moving. You can tell they actually kind of know what they're doing. It's not just like rapid-fire, quick edits and shit to cover the terrible choreography. So he's a janitor. What the fuck? I don't understand what's going on. What happened? Put camera up, up, up. You're cutting their heads off. Up, up, up, up. There you go.
White man.
So this is the white man. Man, I got a lot of foreign movies this time around. Wait. Yeah, that guy ain't white. I mean, he's whiter than them, but... It's like the PTA in this country is fucking brutal. Oh. Got your leg. She's taking it like a champ. You don't really have them locked in. Ah, the looping soundtrack. It's a fun movie. I mean, this is pretty good so far. They hid behind the mirrors. Boy, I'm glad I read that fucking description, because I'd be totally in the fucking dark if I hadn't. Not that I'm, like, you know, really have a grasp of what's going on, but it's been all action. Oh, those aren't mirrors, that's metal detectors. Wow. Well, Jesus fucking Christ! How much do they hate their camera guy? Oh my God. You're placing a lot of faith in those blanks there, Jack. Holy. A lot of faith. Why does the camera guy keep looking at the other lady? You know how hard it is for me to get locations for shoots here in Illinois? And these motherfuckers are running around. I mean, granted, it's, you know, whatever country this is. I mean, it's third world country. But they're running around the school, firing guns, having a ball. I'm just saying it's not all bad in some of these countries. I mean, they got freedoms that we don't. A young Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Run! Run, Twinkle! Run!
Twinkle? Okay. Dead wife, maybe? Oh, that effect could have been ended a frame or two sooner.
Hey, buddy.
Boy, they really don't like Uncle Billy. What? Oh, trust me, Red Feather, nobody has any idea what's going on. John Wick, they're dropping John Wick references.
What the performance? Kyk vir jou nou, man. Wat nou?
What did he do? Why does everybody hate Uncle Billy? I thought he was going to die now. Why are they leaving? Like, turn the filter back on. Oh, because the wife's back.
Billy.
Why are they harassing? I don't know. Everyone hates Uncle Billy, apparently.
Billy, die Here is jou herder. Niks sal jou regtig ontbreek nie. Hy laat jou neer lê in groen weivelde.
I told you. Didn't I tell you? There's always an underlying fucking Jesus thing or uplifting a community thing. I mean, even this, it's not even what I was originally talking about, but it's in this. So the angels come to release Uncle Billy from his tortured life. So that's the end of the movie? There's supposed to be a part 2. Gonna get her dress all bloody. He heard the change in music. So they didn't leave. They're still shooting old Uncle Billy, though. No. Oh! Are there angels? Well, they're obviously coming back from the dead. Oh, maybe they're Lucifer's angels. What happened to the other lady? She already get up? You forgot about her, huh? Goddamn, Billy. Man, if you want to talk about fucking faith. That's got to be what it is. He's fighting the plight of good against the demon angels. And that was by far one of the fucking wackiest things I've seen in a while. I mean, it's like, I shit you not. Had I not read the description beforehand, I would have just been like, what the fuck? And I still kind of what the fuck. It's crazy. You may have missed it, Red Feather, but these motherfuckers were shooting real guns. That's very crazy to me. It's like, I understand that they're blanks, but you don't use blanks in that way. You don't aim a gun with blanks at somebody and pull the trigger, because anything in that barrel, I mean, a blank is literally just, it's just a cartridge without the tip, without the actual bullet, but it's still got all the powder. So it's got all the concussive and explosive force. So anything in that barrel is going to be launched forward, maybe not at the same velocity as a tightly packed bullet in the cartridge, but it'll be fast enough to be lethal. And these motherfuckers with reckless abandon, pop, pop, pop, pop, pop, pop, pop, in a fucking school, nonetheless. Good for him, Alec Baldwin wasn't on the set. But that's the crazy part. Like, I was wondering at first, because I noticed it, like, I saw the muzzle flash out of the gun, and I'm like, what the fuck? That caught my attention. And then I saw the fucking cartridges coming out. I'm like, what the fuck? And I see the rounds chambering. I'm like, that's a real fucking gun. These motherfuckers are shooting blanks at one another with reckless fucking abandon. My God. I'm sorry, but that would scare the bejesus out of me. I couldn't do that. I mean, I understand this is another country, and it's more important for them to try to get some eyes on their product and do something with this than is the safety of their people and their children, I guess. I don't know. But holy fuck. But from start to finish, it was a fucking wild ride of Uncle Billy getting shot at and his ass kicked. Man, I mean, that was nonstop action for 15 minutes. That was crazy. And this is what I love about like these Ugandan like films or wherever the hell this is from. It's like they are like all about just fucking going full bore. Like, fuck it, we're gonna kick it. We're gonna kick it in high gear. We're gonna do some shit. And it delivered. I still have no fucking idea what the guy. I mean, this is episode 1, right? Usually they try to establish something in the first episode. You want character development. You want to know who's doing what and who you're rooting for. But the only reason I'm rooting for Uncle Billy now just because I watched him get his ass kicked for 15 minutes straight. I mean, it's like, man, he's trying to save these poor kids. And the fucking first time you see him, shirt's all tore up, he's bloody, he's running, like opens on him running. And it's like, it's a nonstop fucking action cavalcade. I gotta see where this goes now. I gotta fucking watch part 2. Holy shit. I'm giving a thumbs up. Kept my attention. All right, Uncle Billy. Let's see. Sorry, got a little of a head of things. So you can clearly tell Uncle Billy's alive. But let's see what happens with Uncle Billy. Oh, see, I'd be afraid of somebody putting their hand in front of the barrel. I mean, the choreography was actually pretty decent. The fight scenes were nice, for considering. See, that's just dangerous. That's just dangerous. Uncle Billy miraculously survived the attack at the school at Bel Air 11 months ago. Now he's employed at high school to take care of schools in Delft, Cape Town. Cape Town, there you go. Billy now secretly declares war on a criminal. Making him a nightmare outside the boundaries of the law, showing no mercy or remorse from Lee Ridge. Present day. We got it. What the? Is that guy really fucked up? Like, I think those are real scars. I could be wrong. So is this Uncle Billy? I can't tell because he's not fucking running and bloody. Yep, it's Uncle Billy. Oh, that's a real scar too. That's one of those fucking things about, you know, shooting in other countries, like filmmakers, like, you know, they've all been in fucking like crazy war and like rebellions. Probably child soldiers themselves. Guy Naruto runs through the scene, that knocks down Uncle Billy. I swear Uncle Billy cannot catch a fucking break. He's fucking stabbing him! Jesus Christ! Why does everyone hate Uncle Billy? He doesn't seem like that bad of a guy. God, did they really... I question sometimes if they're actually stabbing him. It's so fucking authentic. I worry for this poor man. I am fully invested. Fully invested. Isn't that his angel wife? I don't know what he is. He survives, so he's not an angel. Isn't that his angel wife, though? Boy, I really wish we had English subtitles. Yeah, why is she that lady? Yeah, he's like, what the fuck? Why is she here? I'm asking the same question. Well, he's not a vampire, at least.
Ik is oké, juffrouw. Zo, ik weet, is net mal, die area is zo. Ik verstaan is die juffrouw?
Ja, ik wil net zeker maken dat jij oké is.
Ik is oké, juffrouw.
Is je zeker? Oké, je lijkt zo verbaasd.
Ja, ik is oké, juffrouw.
Ja, ik weet het is bij je traumatisch voor ons geweest nou. Oké.
Ja, zo juffrouw, zie je. Sorry, mijn maag is niet gedaan.
It's okay, don't worry. That's alright. Alles is net so vanaf.
Stop throwing English in.
Kom ik zie jou wat. Wat belangrijk nou is dat jij oké is, né? Dat is het belangrijkste. Oké? Dat is wat ons nou oor gaan.
Ja, maar jongen, van die plekje ons is helemaal fijn. Ik verstaan dus, je was een klas. Ik nog, maar dan zie je, ik ga nog het erin of uit. Je was misschien teacher.
Ja.
Zo kan je ik zal later om mezelf op patch, ik is fijn, ik is...
Oh, but sorry man. Ik is juffrouw hoe? Jy mag maar...
Oh, ja.
Ik is sy.
Willie.
Ja.
Hello, how he struggles? Watching a movie, yes. Well, watching a a crazy. Well, it's not crazy right now, but it's very. The first episode was crazy. It's called Uncle Billy, and this poor guy gets his ass kicked like constantly. I'm actually surprised someone hasn't jumped out yet and tried to kill him. He's just fine after being stabbed because he washed his face. Yeah, I forgot that he got stabbed. he washed the stab wound away. Yeah, shouldn't he be bleeding all over her? Oh, he's obviously talking about it like, yeah, I got stabbed earlier. Yeah, high school's rough. This is a high school? It looks more like a prison. That's kind of... It looks tremendously like a prison. He's a mutant. Real troublemaker. He's supposed to be a janitor. He wants to save the kids. I know that much. He's trying to save the kids. There's a group of moms and, well, predominantly moms and kids that are all trying to kill him. And then a guy called the White Man, who's not really white, but he does have bleach blonde hair. And he's trying to, I guess he's the leader of the gang that's trying to kill him. And they did a pretty good job of trying to kill him before, but he survived, and yeah, you saved her, remember? He's like, oh no, my past has caught up with me. Well, he has that jumpsuit on. That probably kept the blood inside of it. It'd be all trickling down inside of his shoe. He'd be leaving bloody shoe prints everywhere. He can hear the music. He knows there's trouble afoot. He's preparing for it. Hey, that guy's back. I think this is the Cape Town Joker. I don't know why he leaves. Where the fuck's she going? Oh, she's not. She's chasing after Uncle Billy. Was he gonna shoot the kid? Don't shoot the kid. Uncle Billy pulled out his fucking gun. Where was that earlier when you were getting stabbed, Uncle Billy? I know, I was just talking about in the last movie how it's a cardinal sin for characters to start responding to things that they shouldn't have any knowledge of, like the music change. But I don't give a shit in this movie. I'm so entertained and intrigued by this.
Say, where's the window?
What the fuck? She's one of the killers. She's one of the PTA ladies.
Stop asking questions, say.
You were trying to kidnap and kill the girl. You can't go back. What the fuck? Oh, it's a trap. Now it makes sense. Those kids are probably freaking the fuck out. Why are you firing actual guns in our school? Prison school. And no one ever... Man, that's fucking... God, do you see the sparks? I'm telling you, that's dangerous fucking shit they're doing. Very fucking dangerous. I don't give a fuck. I'm still giving it a thumbs up. Oh, I wish this one had English subtitles. I really don't know who Cape Town Joker is or what. He's not even the baddie. I thought the white man was the baddie. We're gonna go ass kicking time now. Time to get it on. Jesus, is he really punching him? It's so hard to tell. I mean, that fucking looks like real blood. He's all, yeah, it's pulling his punches, but yeah, you don't really have a lot of leverage like that with the ground, especially when you're as wiry as that dude. Now, bear in mind, this is supposed to be a school. God, don't shoot at the fucking kids! Jesus Christ. Wait, what the fuck? Wait a minute. Yeah, look at him. He's fucking confused too. It's like, weren't you trying to kill me 11 months ago? I guess we'll never know who the Cape Town Joker really was. Why are you helping me now? That should be the first question out of his mouth. Why are you helping me? You were killing me 11 months ago. He's brought his troubled world to this new school. And now he's endangering all those that care about him and that he cares about.
It's unfortunate we had to meet each
And
other.
holy shit, if that school doesn't look like a fucking prison
I've
camp.
seen enough. But this is not for a child. I mean, this is the second time we meet each other like this. I know you remember me.
He's speaking English.
11 months ago at that school in Beasley. And I'm sorry that we had to meet each other like this again.
What the fuck?
And I hope next time it won't be like this, Twinkle.
Why is he speaking English now?
And I think the cop is gonna take you away.
What cop? Oh, come on. Now I want to go back. Was he speaking English the whole time and it was too low for me to hear?
Twinkle.
Wait, why is she tacked out now? Was she tacked out before?
Detective.
Detective? You were trying to kill him 11 months ago.
Kijk, ik weet die hier arrestatie. Anders dan zou hier het al lang gedaan hebben.
He's not speaking English. What the fuck is going on?
Ik kan niet helpen doen. Ik kan niet helpen. Maar als baie criminele buite kan.
Maybe she can understand the language he's speaking, so we heard it as English. I don't know how that works.
Maar onthou net, ik hou my oog op jou.
What's up with the juicy mafia? See, you got writing in English, you got him talking English sometimes. Maybe the kids all speak English, and all the adults speak fucking, you know, whatever the hell language they speak. Uncle Billy, if only you would have spoke English to her. Then we might know what's going on. It's crazy to me that this is part 2, because part 1 was literally just him getting his ass kicked for 15 minutes straight. Like, there's more like character building and things going on in episode 2. It's crazy. He hears the music again. You can barely hear the movie? Well, the audio is pretty crappy. Whoa! There's the music out of nowhere. I fucking love it. Uncle Billy's got my fucking vote. Like, stuff is happening in reverse. I don't know if it's happening in reverse or if it's just, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's weird. It's because, no, it's obviously not happening in reverse because this episode opened with 11 months before. But I don't understand. I mean, okay. I understand in these movies, they sometimes have certain people play 2 parts. It can get kind of confusing. But that lady was literally one of the ladies I think he shot. And then I think she was the one who came out and shot him, like, at the end, wasn't she? And now she's a fucking detective? But even if it was Pulp Fiction was a linear story. It was just told to the audience out of sequence, and out of the timing sequence was different. This is literally letting you know, like, all of this happened before. There's no doubt, because the beginning of the movie, you know, has what happened 11 months earlier. You can't say that don't happen, like everything that happened 11 months earlier happens after episode 2, because you've just established it's 11 months earlier. That lady. Isn't that the fucking... Either that or that lady. No, not that lady. This lady. Isn't that the fucking detective? Maybe I'm wrong. That still bothers me. I can't get over it. You really, really shouldn't fire a gun with blanks at a person. It can't be stressed enough that that's dangerous and you just don't do it. But man, regardless, it was a fucking fun romp. I am so invested in Uncle Billy now. You don't think that's the same person? It might not be. Now that I went back and looked, I don't think it's the same person. I thought it was. But nah, you're right. I'm going to subscribe to this channel because goddamn, this is a fucking, and I love it. What else they got going on? Oh no. Oh no, they got other movies and shit. Well, I'm going to have, I'll tell you what, my next stream is probably going to be all this. Death Angel. Oh, come on. Hey, wait a minute. Whoa. Oh, that premieres. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, there's another. Wait. Uncle Billy episode 3, the Blaine. Oh, it's a trailer. So Uncle Billy episode 3 premieres the 26th of this month. And then 4, so they've got this shit all done. Why are they breaking it up over so many parts? 12/17. And then next year, January 28th is when episode 5 is released. Okay, well. Yeah, I'm definitely coming back. I'm definitely coming back for that. And I know what I don't like is this thumbnail, this Uncle Billy thumbnail for episode 1. That is never in the actual movie. So it feels like there's something we're missing. You know, it's like, it literally feels like this comes from a different story, or there's another part of the story that we're not privy to. I don't know. Like maybe Uncle Billy comes from another movie that these people made. Like he was, you know, like what do you call it? A spinoff sort of deal. We minutes in. Oh, come on. There's so many of these. They all take place in that school. That prison school. They all take place in the prison school. Yeah, every 2 hours and 4 minutes, my stream disconnects and reconnects. I don't know why. But it is a convenient way for me to know how long I've been streaming. Rise of the Ringmaster. There's so many of these, and they all take place in that prison school. Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch more of this. Maybe that's where Uncle Billy comes from. See, this is all shit we haven't seen. What the fuck? Why wasn't this in the first one?
That was gonna happen.
Well, God damn it. I could tell that happens before what we saw in episode 1 because he still had his full shirt and tie on. It wasn't fucking fucked up. Something's going on, man. I don't know if maybe they must be doing a Pulp Fiction or something. Because I really felt like episode 1 started in a really weird place. Like it just started in the middle of action. It's like, this is fucking bizarre. And it never really went beyond that. It was all him getting his ass kicked. So it's like, there had to have been some lead up. I don't know. It's very unconventional. I can say that. But I'm intrigued and I'll be back. So now we have, I know this isn't going to live up to it, but this is our final movie of the night. It's only 8 minutes long. And it's called Doxed, which I'd have to say is probably on a topic that's going to be, I'm going to be very annoyed with this, I'd imagine. After receiving a strange gift, a popular streamer, yes, I'm going to be annoyed by this. So here we go, Doxed. Internet stalking, yes. My favorite topic. Xbox?
Just let me survive. Well, I guess that's it for me tonight, guys. So thank you so much for tuning into the stream. I live stream every Tuesday and Thursday, so make sure you come back and watch. Make sure you follow my Instagram as well. And I also have a merch drop that's coming on the 28th. So check that out on my page. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week, lovers. Bye. Oh my God.
Why would you wear a wig that's pretty much exactly the same as your actual hair? Man, she types fast. These kids today. Oh, my fucking pet peeve. Texting the movie. Well, you know she's home if you're stalking her. That's kind of dumb. She just got done with the stream. And you're outside her house, so you know she's there. God damn it. Streamers convince themselves that their streams are just a persona of them. I guess. Tell you what they don't do. Leave the house. He's inside the house. I like, you know what is weird? She just talked about, like, the night she streams.
Oh my God.
You know, like, I stream every Tuesday and Thursday.
I'll be one of your stupid fucking prank videos.
But she, if this is her house, and she's paying for this from streaming money, then she has enough followers to not have to tell them when she streams. Or am I just thinking too much about this? Otherwise, she lives with her parents. Shouldn't have come before the eye. The spooks are a little out of sequence here.
What the fuck are you doing? Get out of here! I'm calling the cops, you creep! Hi, yeah, there's this weird guy outside of my apartment and he's filming me. I was just wondering if you guys could send someone to come check that out.
Okay, ma'am, what's your name and address?
My name is Sage Burke, and I live at 929 South Parkwood Way, apartment 309. Okay, thank you so much. Fucking freak.
Okay, we're just going to dismiss the fact that the guy got into your house and put a box on your bed that contained an eyeball. And you're more worried about him standing outside of your fucking street corner? Ugh. It's an apartment. Yeah, well, it is an apartment. Okay. It's not that great of an apartment either. Look at that laminate countertops. Oh, it's not laminate. No, it's laminate. She just wanted to show off her quirky apartment. Which is not even her apartment. I bet you 10 to 1 it's the director's apartment. And I'll bet 10 to 1 the guy who's outside her house is one of the directors. If not, well, there's 2 directors, but I'll bet one of them's the guy with the missing eye. Doing things that no one would ever do in a situation. They're all dead? They're zombies.
Did you like it?
See? So
Wait, come on. Hold on. This is one of those, now I know for fucking sure that that was the director and that was his apartment. That's probably his girlfriend. It's just one of those movies where it's like, it's a camera test. I guess I'm getting annoyed by the fact there are so many camera tests out there posing as films. It's like, I wanted to shoot my quirky apartment and I wanted to get these certain shots at night, like around the apartment, and try out my different lighting scenarios and blah, blah, blah. But it's not a fucking short film. I mean, I guess it is to a certain stretch of imagination, but as far as like a narrative being told, no. It's a meta. See, you're looking far too deep into this, Red Feather. A metaphor for streaming. It's a unhealthy byproduct of it for female streamers to have clingy fans that want to give you gifts, but it's also I don't know. I think, and here comes misogynist John out of the fucking woodwork. When you stream, you acknowledge that there is a portion of you that you are giving out to the world. You can't then sit there and claim, people are coming after me and people are wanting to know things about me, and it's all this unwarranted and all this unwarranted attention, or all unwanted attention, or whatever. It's like, you put yourself out there. I mean, this is what streamers like fail to remember. It's like, you're the one who's initiating all this outward contact. You're the one who's broadcasting yourself out to the world. You don't get to pick and choose who gets to see your stuff. You kind of have to just take it all as it goes. If that creeps you out and that's something that gets under your skin and makes you feel uncomfortable, you probably shouldn't do it. You probably shouldn't try to put yourself out there and be in an entertainment business sort of thing where you are making yourself a spectacle for people to attract them into viewing your content and giving you money. It's a weird situation where you have all these people who forgot what they were doing as soon as like things turned bad. See, I'm going off on a tangent now. That has nothing to do with this. The movie itself it's a camera test. Young film student has his camera, has his apartment, shooting his film, but he forgot to write an actual story and put things in a I mean, it's like, okay, it's not only a camera test, obviously it's a special effects or wardrobe, effects test and things like that. But it's just a test. So for being that, it's misrepresented when you call it a short film. It's not a short film. It's a camera test. So, but was it okay? Sure. It was competently shot. But that also brings me back. I think I started this entire episode by saying that, like, far too often these young filmmakers they're so by the books, and they're so like, it's this cookie cutter process of get this certain camera, get these certain lights, put these lights in this certain position, try to achieve all of the, like, you want to have your key light, you want to have your fill light, your backlight, you want to have all of this edge light, you want to have book light, you want to have all of these aspects at play and make sure all of your scenes are properly blocked, properly lit, and everything is nice and conveyed. It starts to feel so like any scene in this, maybe sans this one, you get this sense of like here, there's a sense of like she's standing here in a place within her spot. But you can't back up from it because it's a small place. But you can automatically tell that she's being lit from outside the room, which is not practical, guaranteed. And then she's got a little bit of a fill light bouncing back at her. I mean, it's very low key lighting. It's not the greatest, but it's more or less just a method of capturing, like right here. Ah, fuck. I was right there. That shot that I was just at, now I can't get back to. I think it's fuck. It was perfect. It was her at the window. Rats. There. I mean, you get all your lighting going on right there. You get all of it. You get your practical lighting in the back with this lamp right here. You get your background fill lights from probably other practical lights. You get this abhorrent fucking light that I don't think they were taking into consideration. But then you've got your backlight, your backfill or backlight that's casting this edge along her hair. It's probably right above her because you can see on her forehead that specular sort of highlight, and it seems like based on the shadow position that may be the only light. So you got like a soft light, like almost pretty much right above her, and that's probably due to the lack of room in the apartment. So my guess, assuming they actually shot this at the window, the camera guy could be outside the window and they did that. But if I had to guess, I would say they probably just hung a curtain in front of the camera on this side and just shot it in the middle of the room. I could be mistaken though. But anyway, that's what I mean. It's like set up the shots and just get the shots. Don't care about the fucking story. Don't give a shit about, where you're taking this and what message you're trying to convey or where you want things to go. And you're just, it's so like antithetical to like the first one that we watched tonight, Dead on Arrival, which was not well shot. I mean, it was okay, well shot, but it's like it put story way in front. Good times gotta go. Bye everyone. Take care. All right. Bye, Red Feather. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm actually going to be, that's the last one for tonight. Septum piercings need to be illegal. Well, a lot of things from an old man standpoint should be illegal. I don't know. I know there's going to be a lot more of that. I know I'm going to have to fucking sit and watch camera tests, you know, masquerading as short films for a while. But nevertheless, this is what I'm sticking with. I'm done trying to jump from thing to thing, or because I'm just going to stick with this. This is the format. This is what I'm going to do. So everyone can make a decision going forward. Do you want to watch shitty horror movie, or not even horror movies, just shitty low budget films with me, or not? But this is what I'll do, because I don't know what else to do. And it's also interesting for me because I'm wanting to do this myself, not direct, but I want to get with people and shoot a film. But so I kind of learn, I'm learning too. I learn in a sense when I come across something that's good, I learn from that. When it's something that's just a camera test, I can see what people have done. It's like, all right, cool. But I can, and then I see what's bad and I'm like, yeah, let's think about, fuck, I'll get a thumbs up. Why not? I mean, just for the fact that it's a camera test, whatever. I love shitty films. Let's go. I have an idea for a movie. It's about a clown, but he's not funny. He's evil. Oh, really? Gee, that sounds familiar. Ultimately, tonight, of all the short films that I've watched, or whatever you want to call them, there was only one that was really annoying. This one wasn't terrible. I mean, I could sit there and say, yeah, it's trite. It's weirdly paced. The actress is not reacting the way she should. I mean, they're putting elements of the scares at different points, or just, I don't know. It's confusing. But by comparison, Grandpa's House, which you're not going to see shit here. What was it? Yeah, Moobs here and his buddy. This annoyed the shit out of me. This one was just annoying. I did not like it. And the loneliness of the night hunter was... it annoyed me too. It's hard for me to say which was more annoying, Grandpa's House or the loneliness of the night hunter. The loneliness of the night hunter was quite literally just a walking... It was just a walking simulator. But I did have fun talking to Red Feather about vampire lore. That was interesting. But that has nothing to do with the movie. Dead on Arrival and Uncle Billy were the fucking key takeaways. Dead on Arrival was this one was really good. Except for that fucking key. I mean, shit. I moved it. Look at that fucking key. Look at how bad that is. I mean, come the fuck on. Ugh. Regardless. Other than that, this was a really good movie. Wait a minute. Why did I not notice that before? Holy shit. Why the fuck did it do that? Why did I not... he changed aspect ratios. And then he went, what the fuck? Why the fuck did he do that? Now I'm just confused. I don't know why he did that. It didn't even click. I was so engaged in watching the story, I didn't even notice that he fucking shifted the aspect ratio. But that's what I mean. Like when you're so engaged in the actual story and the acting and everything's coming together and you're following what's going on, shit like that can happen and you don't even know what's going on. Well, bravo. That gets a double thumbs up for me. Holy shit. He's doing weird fucking shit in post and I'm not even paying attention. So yeah. Dead on Arrival, really good. And Uncle Billy, I swear to fucking Christ, I've subscribed. I'm following this story. I will be every premiere of the next episode of Uncle Billy. I'm gonna, hold on. Let me not get ahead of myself here. Let me see what times they are premiering. 4 p.m. Let me check something really quick. Yeah, that's kind of a weird... That'd be 4 p.m. on a Tuesday. Fuck it. I'm doing it. I don't give a shit. You can set your calendars on November 26th at 4 p.m. I am going to be streaming the premiere of Uncle Billy Episode 3, The Blade and the Bullet. Because, God damn it, I gotta fucking find out what happens with Uncle Billy. Even though I don't understand the language. Red Feather distracted you. She doesn't want you to know the truth. What truth? I watched that Linkara movie you streamed. It was hilarious. No, it wasn't. You're a crazy person. You are a crazy, crazy person. So that's that. I am out of here. If you didn't catch the stream from when it started, I apologize for nothing. But I will be back. I don't know. I may actually come back tomorrow night and check out more of those movies. The bitter movies. I don't know. That's going to be a lot of foreign. Tonight was pretty foreign heavy, but as a matter of fact, I think there was only two of these movies that were shot in the United States. I Am a Crazy Person, but You Hating It made it fun. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the movie itself. It's like, if you watch the movie itself and you laughed, then Jesus Christ. No, it was awful. But this, it's hard to find truly horrible movies. It really is. Legitimately horrible. Like I've had actually all these movies I got from the same Facebook forum or Facebook group that I pulled from before, this low budget film group. So I'm actually surprised that I was able to get some half decent stuff from it tonight. There was one I watched earlier. I'm trying not to watch anything that I've watched before. I'm trying to go into it as, as clean as possible and make it to where I'm experiencing it at the same time. Like, I don't want to have any foreknowledge of like what I'm presenting or showing. But there was one that was, I think it was called Whitetail. Shot really well. Again, another one of those situations where it's just shot great, looks fantastic. But the story was just like, a lot of people who just being nervous and scared just because it's silent or quiet or whatever. I don't know. But I don't know. I was looking for that movie because I can't remember where I found it and I was going to show it tonight, but I'm like, I already watched it. But going forward, as it has been with everything that I've shown on stream, it's like I haven't watched any of this stuff. That's the same reason I don't want to watch the other Channel Awesome movies, because I've already watched those to death. I think me commenting on movies that I've already watched a ton just wouldn't have the same impact, because I would know when certain things are happening. I'd know where the movie was going. There wouldn't be any real, surprise. Like there was with Uncle Billy, which was just a fucking laugh riot. So, if you missed it, I would suggest going back to the beginning and watching it, because definitely for Uncle Billy, if for nothing else, to watch the craziness that is Uncle Billy. And I will be back tomorrow night to see what else I can muster up. So until that time, have a good night, and be sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notifications of when I stream. Otherwise, you'll never know, because it's always going to be a different time. Not always, but most of the time. But anyway, later.